First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to those apostles and elders from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this is your brother Dawaba from the branch of GMS here in Chicago. Coming right back at you with a little lesson. And, I'm just going to sit up here and speak on some, a few things that, you just see a whole bunch of things happening around the world. And I mean, things have been picking up. So, and I was going to grab a few videos on it and grab a few articles, but you know what? I'll just sit up here and speak up on the things that I want to sit up here and grab a video or article on. So, beginning first, the Army, the U.S. Army or whatever the case may be, they sit up here and capture 2 more oil tankers, Now, we understand that. And they said one of the oil tankers was false flagging a Russian flag. Now whether that's true or not, we always sit up here and say, man, you know what? You never know with man, what the hell they be, if they lying or not. We also know that, a few days ago they took Maduro, captured Maduro, kidnapped him really and his wife, which is totally against international law. But here you go, you got Trump with his imbecile ass. But hey, keep doing what you're doing, Trump. Hey, the more you do, the more stupid shit and dumb shit you do, the better it is for us, man. Because the more shit you do, the more these nations gonna get pissed off. The more people gonna get pissed off, and it's gonna quickly bring a lot of chaos. But either way it goes, they captured Maduro, took his wife, and then Trump said some other stupid shit like, "Hey, we gonna control the country, take their oil." I mean, he just totally deboed everything. So, and brother's been speaking on that quite heavy lately. Then I was just sitting up here looking at earlier today, the ICE agents. I want to say it was in Minneapolis where a woman, they went up to a woman car, I guess tried to open up the door, tell her get out. She ended up pulling off. We don't know whether she was scared or not, but she pulled off and a ICE agent shot in the car. I don't know how many times he shot. It looked like he might have shot once or twice, but she ended up getting killed, and it turned out to be a Edomite woman. So, man, look, so many things are happening around the world, brothers. I mean, things are picking up so hard. The Egyptian against Egyptian, these nations being angry, and then you got fools that they say over there in Venezuela were happy that they captured Maduro. And that's another thing, the news can cut shit sideways. They could have, they could be paying protest. What is that? They could be paying those people out there just to do certain things. I don't know, man. See, sometimes, man, you got to sit up when you look at things that they show on the news, man. Sometimes you got to really look at it with a cautionary eye, because you don't know what's true and you don't know what's false, man. False flag events, stuff like that. But I'll say this, if those people over there in Venezuela are happy that Trump did what he did, he just sold y'all a lie. He said, well, we're going to help out the Venezuelan people. He's a devil. He's going to lie to you. Psalms 58:3. They be born speaking lies, And Salakia, brothers, I'm rambling on, but I'm just sitting up here trying to set the stage, just set it up for whatever few scriptures I'm gonna grab, but we know these signs that are here, and we see everything that's happening, we see all that's happening. The economy, silver done went up like high, $80 now? Wow, so we see the things that are going on. China just threatened the U.S. Hey, look, if you got to be happy about what's happening, man. But we see everything that's happening. So with that, let me go and grab a few scriptures. The second Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So all these things are happening, man. You seeing so many signs of what the end of the time is. It's just every time you look up, every time you look at the news, every time you step outside, there's probably something that you're seeing. That's just showing you like, man, things ain't right. Things are happening. Things are happening. Now with this ICE shooting this woman, this Edomite woman, you know right then and there that's going to turn up with these Edomites, man. That Egyptian against Egyptian, because these Edomites about to go at it, man. Like, hey, you already hearing some of they already half and half on it, man. Now they got this dude posted. I think they put the picture of the guy who shot the woman. You know, he wanted for murder, if I'm not mistaken. You know, one of the brothers posted a wanted poster in our group me here, you know, and so it seems like, you know, now they sitting up here. I don't know if they're gonna bring this guy up on charges or sit up here and seek a warrant for his arrest. I'm not sure, you know, but either way it goes, man, it's about things are about to. Hell is this devil is coming. The Egyptian gets Egyptian, and these people are getting angry. These uproars of these people are being mad. With that, so let me sit up here and grab just a couple more scriptures. The other one I was going to grab, and I was sitting up here thinking about the Egyptian against Egyptian, you know, with this ICE agent, like I said before, shooting this Edomite woman, man. Hey, shit is going to pick up, man. Yeah, E is, them curses are falling on E. You know, that Deuteronomy, what is the 30:7, you know? The curses falling on E too, man. These motherfuckers, motherfuckers, man, they falling on their own tone. People seeing them for what they are nowadays. You know, people sit up here looking at these motherfuckers with a side eye and understand that this is the true devil that the Bible spoke of. But this is Isaiah 19:1. It says, "The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it." And that's when the Yahweh Shai comes with them chariots, man. That destruction, you know. The day of the Lord, man. The day of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. The Lord, our big brother, man, ready for that vengeance, man. He gonna come and destroy this goddamn place, man. You know, with the nuclear missiles. And here's the point. It says in Isaiah 19:2, and it says, "I will set Egyptian against Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." And that's what you, hey, look, it's right here. Right now, people are arguing. People are mad, disgusted. But how long do you think it's going to be now with them shooting that Edomite woman? How long you think it's going to be, man, when these motherfuckers see these ICE agents and all of a sudden, you know, they be like, no, fuck this. If they shooting our people, then fuck this, you know. How long you think these motherfuckers going to start pew-pewing each other? Start unaliving each other? It's going to be pretty soon. And I can't wait, man. We ready to get the fuck up out of here. I'm tired of waking up in the morning going to a fucked up ass job. I'm tired of all this shit, man. I'm tired of the aches and pains. I'm just ready, you know. I'm ready for the Lord just to come and get us, man. Get us the fuck up out of here, you know. But these motherfucking goddamn Edomites about to go at each other's throat, man. They're about to go at each other's throat. And you got a madman in the office right now who just sitting up here just, you know, fueling the fire on everything. This motherfucker don't give a fuck about no matter. You got people out here believing that this motherfucker care about you. Motherfucker don't care about you. He a fucking madman. He don't care about shit. Only motherfucker Trump cares about is Trump. You know? Give a damn about nobody. He don't give a damn about the EU or anybody else. He totally disregarding anything that they might say, and ain't even sitting up here. Everything he's doing is just totally bogus. So that's just letting you know he don't give a damn. You know, which also is going to lead to him that great wrath coming down. Because you know the other thing is that all the stuff he's doing, everything he's doing, is just inching closer and closer to chaos. Everything he's doing, and you got these Edomites out here who sit up here and totally believe in this motherfucking goddamn fool. You know, matter of fact, you know, that's the other thing. Where is that? I'm kind of like all over the place. I think it's in Ecclesiastes. I think it's I want to say it's either. No, you know what? Yeah, it's Ecclesiastes. Yep. Give me a second. View chapter. It says, this is Ecclesiastes, what is that? Ecclesiastes 10. Ecclesiastes 10:1. It says, a wise judge would instruct his people, And the government of a prudent man is well ordered. So a wise judge will instruct his people in being wise in this truth and knowledge. Point blank, period. You know, wisdom is this knowledge and truth. Point blank, period. There's nothing else. So if you're wise in this truth and this knowledge, you will instruct your people. It said, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Prudent, you know. Look up that word prudent. Let's go to that. Let's look up that word prudent real quick. It's a lot here, brothers. Like I said, I'm all over the place. Prudent. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Prudent. Acting with or showing care and thought for the future. It says being wise, judicious. So, a prudent man, a man with a prudent, a wise man, you know. And it says showing care and thought for the future. So a wise man who understands, who cares and prudent in his walk will sit up here and he'll lead his people in the right way. And you know, when you sit up here and think about that, you know, and let me just put it in other terms, you know, I don't want to be tongue tied. You know, you think about when you're teaching your kids the way of the Lord, you're looking out for the future of those kids, man. Because if they follow in the way of the Lord, they're going to prosper. You know, the Lord is going to keep them. You know, train up a child in the way he should go, and he should never depart. You know, so and that was one of the examples I wanted to use. You know, since I was trying to find something really to say, but that's kind of like an example I wanted to use. But I don't want to go too far astray off what I'm saying. But you know, y'all know what I'm getting at. But a wise king with a prudent man with and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. So, someone who's sitting up here wise enough to sit up here and be in this truth, wise to sit up here and teach this truth. So hey, if you doing the right thing, hey, look, you know, it leads down a prosperous path through the Lord, and that's only if you're an Israelite anyway at this moment, and that's only if you are the elect at this moment. And that wise judge is coming, and that's going to be Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that wise king. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein. And there you go. And that's the point I really want to get to. You know, you got people that's following this damn clown Trump. You got a lot of these ICE agents, all these clowns who sit up here and, you know, kissing this man dirty draws, man. You know, stupid as hell. Not understanding the path that Trump is taking about to be a path of destruction. You know, he think he doing something. He an idiot. Prideful as hell. And you know what it says in Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride go before destruction, the haughty spirit before a fall. You know, being proud and arrogant and conceited, thinking you tough, thinking you the shit. These these so-called white men ain't nothing but cowards, man. You know, and that dude that shot that woman proved it. You know, she trying to drive away. She ain't trying to run you over. She trying to get the fuck away from you. Shoot inside the goddamn car like a punk. They're punks. But either way it goes, man, you know what? Trump is one of them punks, and he got punks out there, and these ICE agents that punks that are doing the same thing. You know, but all this is just going to lead up to a lot of chaos, you know. And sorry for being so long-winded with everything I'm saying. Salaki. You know, all this stuff is going to lead up to chaos. All this stuff is going to lead up to that great wrath. All this stuff is going to lead up to the Egyptian versus Egyptian. All this stuff is going to lead up to Jacob's trouble. All this is about to boil over. And then these motherfucking goddamn countries, they getting pissed off. So all this stuff is just one big boiling pot that's just ready to boil over. You know, just ready to boil over. And I can't wait. You know. Oh, you know what? Let me go to 3. It says, Ecclesiastes 10:3. It says, an unwise king destroyed his people, but through prudence of them which are in the authority, the city shall be inhabited. An unwise king destroyed his people. And guess what? Guess who's the unwise king right now? Trump. And yes, he's going to, in this place, it will be destroyed. Point blank, period. Let's just go ahead and be honest. This place is about to be totally destroyed. Point blank, period. You know. But Oh, you know what, man? Let me keep going. This says this is Ecclesiastes 10:4. It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time He will set over it one that is profitable, and that's Yahweh Shai, and that's coming. That's coming. He's coming pretty soon, man. They coming with that great wrath, coming with that vengeance, coming to gather the elect. And I just pray I'm one of them, you know. And like I said before, sorry, Salakia brothers, if I'm long winded and kind of like all over the place, a little tongue tied. You know, I was about to fall asleep, but you know, this kind of, I was looking at a few videos, and this one caught my attention with the Edomite woman getting shot, and then with them, I was just roaming through YouTube and looking at they captured another tanker, so I was like putting all the things together, man, and you know what, hey, things are happening real quick, man. It's just a matter of time, just a matter of time. So, well, you know what? I'm not going to sit up here and ramble on anymore. I'm just going to, I just cut it there, Hey, the Lord going to set up one that's profitable, and that's Yahweh Shai, man. And that's coming real soon, man. We ain't got too much time to get up out of here. We ain't got too much time here. We ain't got too much time here. Hey, DJ Trump is speeding up stuff, doing dumb shit, and keep on doing it. And I hope you keep doing it. Do something else. We just continue to do something else. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll just end it on that. That's where I go. I'll end it there. Because the more you do shit, the better it is. Let's go there. In Revelation 12:12. Let's go ahead and go here. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens. And we rejoicing because the more this damn fool do the things he do, the quicker shit is going to happen. And ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And there you go. This devil has a short time. So DJ Trump, keep doing what you're doing. Keep on doing it. Because we rejoice in every moment, because we know that as you continuously be an idiot and do the shit that you're doing, want to try to get Greenland, talking shit to Cuba, China's threatened, the more shit you do, the better it is, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakak Wadash, double honors to those apostles and elders from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways, preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth, and salutations to the whole for elect that you guys may be sealed. So, and with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers, pray for each other, because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Baba Ball and Ayahabadam Malakian. Shalom.